This year, there are 4 executive condominiums for you to choose from. Where I'm standing in, this show flat is at Park Canberra in Sembawang. You also have Ola, which is in Sengkang. And also Piedmont Grand in Punggol. And later on this year, you have a site in Tampines Avenue 10 going to launch. A total of 4 executive condominiums for you to choose from. And that means the EC wave is back in town. Alright, and this is a wave that you would not want to miss out on. The first thing that you have to do is smash the like button and share this video. The next thing that you want to do is turn your dreams of owning a private property in Singapore into a reality. What are the requirements to own a private property in Singapore? First, you must have the 5% cash ready, saved up, set aside. Once you have that, you are ready to pull the trigger to buy your first private property in Singapore. Now, next, you would need the 20% deposit, which can be paid up in CPF for most Singaporeans. But for my friends who are doctors, who are dentists, who are business owners, you can pay this up in cash. All right, remember, 5% cash is still a minimum requirement when buying a private property. Right? Unlike buying HDB, where you can just use your full CPF. Now that we've covered the first 25% of your purchase price, what you need to do is pay your taxes. Alright, stamp duty ranges between 23,000 to 27,000 depending on your purchase price. Now the balance would be through financing, 75% financing maximum. That's a regulation in Singapore. That means if you are buying a $1 million property, an EC, a private condo EC for $1 million that can get you a 3-bedroom, that means you need to get a 750,000 loan. Private properties in Singapore, executive condos included, are sold with this progressive payment plan. It starts at $200 per month and it grows as the building is being completed by the developer. It starts from foundation, and then you have the walls, you have the gardens, you have everything built up stage by stage. They increase your monthly payment. As low as 200, and until you get the keys collected, completed, you pay 2.7 later on. And this mortgage of 2.7 to 2.8 per month can be paid off through your CPF fully, 0 cash needed. And if you do it right, we can do it 15 years, 20 years worth of reserve where you don't have to top up a single cent of cash at all. Now, and that's all it takes to own a private property in Singapore. I'm going to share with you a bunch of frequently asked questions by our clients. Hey, what's the difference between being a first-timer and a second-timer for an executive condominium, even though it's a private property? Now, being a first-timer, that means you've never bought any property in Singapore before, any public housing, or you've never received any subsidies or grants. Okay? That means if you ever bought a resale property without any grants, yes, you are still considered a first-timer. Okay, now, the privilege of being a first-timer, that means you are able to buy a private property which is highly subsidized by the government, all right? And now you are able to buy in way below market value. And at the same time, if you are a first-timer, you also get a 30,000 grant. That means if you are buying a house for 1 mil, essentially you are buying for 970. All right, you get up to 30,000 in grants. Now, a second-timer, what does that mean? If you are currently a BTO owner, what you must do is smash the like button, all right, and share this video. If you are also someone who has bought a resale property with grants, now you are considered a second-timer because you've already bought a subsidized flat in the past, you've already received grants in the past, so now you have to pay levy instead of getting grants. Okay? Now, why would it be so worthwhile to pay levy? All right, because I'm going to show you that you can unlock and enter this world, this whole new world of profits, like our past EC owners in Belisa, in Ostfield, in Watercolours Privé, which is in Punggol, in Esparina Residence. Look at the amount of profits that owners have made consistently over the past, just very recent years. I'm not talking 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I'm just talking about 3, 4, 5 years. This year, they made such profits. Now, for BTO owners, this process is not uncharted territory. It is very familiar to you because it's exactly as what you have done in the past with your own BTO. All right? That means you bought from developers straight off at subsidized rates, and you are going to sell at market rate in the resale market today. And when you do that, you get to sell with profits. Look at the amount of profits EC owners make. 160K, 170K. I'm telling you to rinse and repeat your cycle in BTO with an EC instead. So is that worth your 30,000 in levy? Yeah, right? The second frequently asked question would be, should I buy a resale EC instead because it's such an attractive price today? Now, I've just shown you the profits that first-time EC owners make from selling in the resale market. That means you are buying into their price. That means you have to take a new loan to finance the profits of the previous seller, the previous owner. All right, now, unless you can find a great deal, a fantastic deal at a way below market price, don't take the risk. Now, the third question would be, how much must I earn to be able to afford an executive condo like this one? Very high ceiling. Right, by the way, in Park Camera, it's already 64% sold on the first day. All right. Now, how much must you be earning? It can be as low as 4,000. What you need to counter with, or rather the differentiating factor for most people of different incomes would be the deposits that they have in cash in CPF. For example, my client just bought $1 million property. He had 600,000 saved up through his cash, through his CPF, through his investments. Today, he wants to dump all in his property. He only needed to get a 400,000 loan. His income only needed to be at 6,000. All right, now, for everyone else who wants to take the maximum loan, your comfortable range of income should be a combined income of 8,000 to 14,000 to own a private property in Singapore, and it is an executive condo. Now, with an executive condo, your income is capped. There is an income ceiling of 14,000. Now, requirements are in place to purchase an executive condo. There's so many restrictions, which is why you are able to enter at such a discounted price. Not everyone is eligible. The fourth question would be, hey bro, I have profits in my house that can pay off for the deposit, 5% cash, 20% deposit, CPF deposit and all that. I have everything, but it's all in my current house. I have zero savings right now. Can I still buy an EC? Yes, because you are asset rich. Unfortunately, all your assets are in the house. It's locked up. It's not as if you can take a sledgehammer, swing into the wall, and then cash comes falling out. You need time to unlock your asset, to take out the cash from your house, to take out the CPF in the house. And it is time to take the move up to the next level. How do you do that? All right. So don't waste any more time, right? Like this video, share first, all right? Because after that, you'll find out that 25,000 BTO homeowners this year are going to start their upgrading progress plans, like yourself. And today, the best, cheapest units are getting snapped up as we speak. The cheapest units will always go first, all right? So take action now.